How to travel to the United States as a farm worker. To work in the U.S. as a farm worker, you must have legal authorization to enter the country, and be able to meet the requirements of that job. There are various jobs that require a worker to be on their feet for much of the day. These jobs are also physically demanding and can often involve working with heavy machinery and other tools. If you're a farm worker who is looking to travel to the United States as a foreign worker, you'll need to meet the eligibility requirements, and apply for one of the 4 types of work visas available. These 4 main categories of workers who can enter the U.S. on a visa to conduct agricultural work are H2A workers, H2B workers, TN, Canada or Mexico nonimmigrant, treaty workers, and W nonimmigrants. To meet the eligibility requirements for working as a farm worker in the United States, you'll need to plan ahead and apply for an appropriate visa well in advance of your desired travel dates. The visa application process is not simple, and each type of visa has its own unique set of requirements and limitations on how long you can stay in the country with it. To make it easier for you, I have included all the links in the description box below. Number 1. What is an H2A visa? The H2A visa is for workers who have been offered employment in a specific location for a specific period of time. People who hold H2A visas typically work as agricultural workers in perishable goods production, such as fresh produce, flowers, and dairy products. Number 2. What is an H2B visa? The H2B visa is for seasonal, non-agricultural workers who have been offered employment in a specific location for a specific period of time. People who hold H2B visas may work as hotel staff, amusement park workers, landscaping workers, or in other short-term, non-permanent positions. Number 3. What is a TN visa? A TN visa is for Canadian or Mexican citizens who are employed as professionals who are engaged in commercial trade or service. For example, an accountant conducting business with a client in the United States may qualify for a TN visa. The US and Canadian governments have a treaty in place that allows for certain professionals to enter the country with a TN visa. Number 4. What is a W visa? The W visa is a nonimmigrant visa that authorizes workers to enter the United States if they have a combination of skills, rather than a single profession. An example of a W visa holder is a landscape architect who is hired by a U.S. company to conduct a project. Number 5. How to apply for an H2A visa. As an H2A worker, you must be able to prove that you have an offer of employment in a specific location for a specific amount of time. This job must require skills that are not common among U.S. workers and in which you have gained significant experience in. To apply for an H2A visa, you must first contact the appropriate government agency to confirm that there is a need for H2A workers in your state and/or region. Once you have received confirmation of this need from the government, you can begin applying for your visa. Number 6. How to apply for an H2B visa. As an H2B worker, you must be able to prove that the work you have been offered will be temporary and intermittent and that the work you have been offered does not require specialized skills. You must also be able to prove that you have been offered work in a specific location for a specific period of time. To apply for an H2B visa, you must first contact the appropriate government agency to confirm that there is a need for H2B workers in your state and/or region. Once you have received confirmation of this need from the government, you can begin applying for your visa. Number 7. How to apply for a TN visa. The TN visa category is a type of non-immigrant visa for persons who are nationals of Canada or Mexico, who want to work temporarily in the United States in certain occupations. This visa category is the only one that allows Canadian and Mexican workers to enter the U.S. with no work permit needed, making it the easiest visa category to qualify for. Not every occupation qualifies for a TN visa, and the list of acceptable occupations is long and detailed. If you are unsure if your occupation qualifies, you can visit the U.S. Department of State's website. The application process for a TN visa is straightforward. First, you'll need to find an employer who is willing to hire you and sponsor your visa application. Once you have a job offer, you'll need to apply for the visa at a U.S. embassy or consulate in Canada or Mexico. Number 8. How to apply for a W visa. A W visa is a nonimmigrant visa for temporary workers who are coming to the U.S. to perform agricultural work. This visa is rare and difficult to obtain, and most people who travel to the United States to perform agricultural work apply for an H2A visa instead. The application process for a W visa is similar to the H2A visa. You'll first need to find an employer who is willing to hire you and sponsor your visa application. You'll then need to find a designated contracting agency in the United States that will help you obtain the appropriate visa and work authorization. You'll also need to provide documentation to show that you have worked in agriculture for at least 2 years in the past 3 years. Number 9. H2A visas for farm workers. An H2A visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows foreign nationals to enter the U.S. and work in agricultural jobs for a temporary period of time. H2A visa holders can work for a maximum of 10 months per year, but the time frame is flexible. There are many requirements and limitations placed on people who want to travel to the U.S. on an H2A visa. There are strict guidelines on who is allowed to perform agricultural work, and the types of work that can be performed are limited to seasonal work that occurs in a 6-month period between October and May. Number 10. H2B visas for farm workers. An H2B visa is a non-immigrant visa for foreign nationals who are coming to the United States to perform seasonal or temporary non-agricultural work. An agricultural job qualifies as seasonal if it occurs during the 6-month period between October 1st and May 31st. Number 11. Tips for traveling to the U.S. as a farm worker. You'll want to begin the visa application process well in advance of your desired travel dates. The TN visa process can take about 2 to 3 months, and the H2A and H2B visa processes can take several months to complete. Bottom line: if you are a Canadian or Mexican citizen, you can work in the U.S. on an agricultural visa without needing to obtain a work permit from an immigration officer. For other visa categories, you'll need to be able to demonstrate to an immigration officer that you have the experience, education, and skills required for the job. Plan ahead, and be aware that it can take several months to obtain a visa. If you need to travel to the U.S. for work, it's best to start the application process as soon as possible. Finally, have you ever wished of traveling the world and make money at the same time, without ever creating your own products or websites? Then let me show you how to set up your own online business empire to make $100, $200 a day. And how you can get started right now. Click the link below for more info. If you love this type of videos, please subscribe to our channel, like and share this video with your friends, then hit the notification bell, that way you won't miss any of our future videos. Thank you.